Hey guys, and welcome back to the Pool of London. Right, so this is going to be the first episode in my series that I show you the mechanics that I kind of made for this adventure map and still making. So I'll do a couple of live streams while I'm still making some of the new mechanics that will be going into the map. So Sparks helped me out with two of the quests, one of the key quests over there and one of the bone quests over there. So he made a video showing off his key quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the companion video for it and show you my mechanic that I added in the end for the quest that uses the keys that he set in motion. So basically what I asked him to do is when you look at in one direction, keys should randomly spawn. If I look away and I look back, the keys should have shifted. So every time you kind of look, like you see there's a key, but hang on, now the key's gone. There's a key over there, I go back, now the key's gone. So the keys kind of move around when you don't look. So that's what Sparks built. Very, very clever. Very, very cool. Now my bit was that when somebody actually puts the key in the actual keyhole or into the actual frame and then rotate it, it will actually lock the door. So that's what I'm going to be showing you now. So if I just get myself a bow, again, I've added a little bit of difficulty to this. So if I get myself a bow and I just shoot, you'll see that the key will pop off. Okay, and there you go. Whoa, okay, you'll see I'm getting a bit of vertigo there because I've got my bow. Okay, just to make it a little bit more difficult. So there, I already got that key actually. Okay, so I've got two of the keys. So when I enter the key, let me just have a look. This is the one with the little eye. So it's this one over here. Okay, so if I enter it in there and I just rotate it until it actually locks. Okay. So this key, I have this key over here. This is the wrong key as well. Okay, so and I just pop it in there. So that key matches that key and I just rotate it until it locks. Okay, so we're looking for two more keys. We're looking for that one that doesn't have the eye in it. Like so, pop it off. And we're looking for that key. Whoa, that key over there. That one is quite hard to hit actually. Now you can go upstairs to, yeah, that's gonna, no, okay, maybe there's one on this side. That's easier to, whoa, okay, come on, there it is that the one? Yeah. Okay, and there we go. Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. So I've got my keys. Let me just get rid of the ones that I don't need, and I need those two. Okay. Right, so the first one goes in here, and if I just, there we go, that locks it. Come on, I don't have the bow anymore. And then this one over here locks it as well. So once there's all of them locked, oh, there we go. You'll see that it spawns a little item over here. My little quest person appears over there, and you'll see I can now no longer enter these doors. Okay. Now the first thing obviously is to detect that there's an item in a particular frame and that the item is at a certain rotation. So if I just, for example, get rid of the item, let's say I'm just going to put my bow in just for now. Let's say if there's my bow, and let's say I'm going to rotate it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, that's because I'm holding a bow. Right, so I want to activate it only when the bow is in that rotation. So to detect that, first thing I'm going to need is a command block. Okay, so let me just grab my command block over here. I'm going to need that as well. I can kind of get rid of that. Okay, so you're right, that's the first thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the command block directly above the block that the item frame is in. Okay, as you can see. The following command, I'm just going to paste in there. Entitydata @e type equals item frame, radius equals 2, and then I'm going to go do an open bracket, open curly bracket, close curly bracket with nothing in between it. So basically, when I activate this command block, it's going to look for any entity that's an item frame within 2 blocks of this command block, and it's going to then try to update that data with nothing. Okay, this sounds strange, but let me show you. Let me show you. So I'm activating it. When I go back into the command block, you'll see that there's a previous output. So what it now has actually done is it's actually listed all of the tags and NBT data that is associated with that particular item. Okay, or that particular entity. So all I can do is I can now Control A or Command 8 if you're on a Mac, Control C, Command C, and I'm done. So I've now copied the MBT data for that. Okay, so I'll go and grab a paste bin. I will pop that that output from this command block. I would pop in my paste bin. Now you'll see you've got this tag here. The data tag is did not change, so that's fine. And there we go. That's what we want. Now what we are not too concerned about is the UUID, okay, or the motion, or whether it's on the ground. But what we are concerned about is the tile Y. We're not concerned about the dimension. We are concerned about the tile X. We're not worried about the air, but we are worried about the tile Z. We're worried about the position. We're not worried about the portal cooldown. We are concerned about the item. So there's the item, the bow, the damage, the count, the item drop chance. Nope, don't care. Fire, don't care. Full distance, don't care. However, I am concerned about the rotation, and I'm not too worried about invulnerable. Okay, so I've just deleted the bits from that tag that I do not need. So we've got facing 0B, the item rotation, the tile it's on, okay, the position, what the item is within the tile, and what the rotation is of that item. So what I can now just do is very easily just go test for, oh, that's not what I'm wanting to do. So I can very easily go test for, okay, at E, type equals item frame. Right, that's it. Test for at E type equals item frame, and then my partial MBT data. So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to pop that command I just did in here. Let me just start a little bit of a clock going here. Let me just start a very basic quick clock, so that we can just, you know, update this in real time. Right, so just do, oops, that's the wrong one. Do that one, do that one, that. Okay, so there we go. Oops, let me just put that over here. That could actually have come right over here. Sorry, there we go. There we go, and I'm just gonna put it in here, V. And I'm going to put that output over there. So the output is immediately true because it is actually true. So if I now just go, say it's the correct, no, I'm going to go, say it's the correct rotation and item. Okay, I know I've got that all wonky but donkey. So if I now twist this once, you'll see this will turn off because this item frame is no longer the same as what the test for is. So if I now continue on turning this, okay, there we go. Item frame is correct. So now let me just twist it again. There we go. Okay, so that is very simply how to actually test for it. So all I've done is I've set up 4 of these. Okay, so 1 for each key. Actually, let's go and have a look at it. Okay, so it's up there. So the reason it's up there is because I actually built the mechanic on the bridge and then just cloned it over here. Right, so here is my completed mechanic. So each one of these command blocks is testing for that item frame with that partial MBT data. Okay, so it's all just the 4 doors. When it's successful, what it's going to do is, first of all, it's going to fill up the front bit of those doors with barrier blocks. So if we just really very quickly go back down. Oops, this is the wrong one. Tower bridge. So if you actually have a look, you'll see these doors are recessed. Now the reason is you can't actually lock wooden doors. Even if you power them, you can only open or close them, but anyone can just right click and, you know, open them. So what I'm doing is the moment this is tested successfully, I'm actually filling this space with barrier blocks. Now when I'm in game mode 2, which this game is played in, game mode 2, you cannot see those barrier blocks, you cannot interact with them, you cannot open the doors. Right, so nothing will happen. Let me just get back into game mode 1. Alright, so that's the first thing that it does. Now the second thing it does, alright, let me just quickly get back up here. Right, so here we go. So that's the wrong one. There we go. So the second thing it does, it actually fills up 2 blocks with air. Now that is the blocks directly underneath. So let me just quickly go. I'm going to jump back and forwards. So let me just quickly reset this so that you can actually see what's going on here. Right, let me just quickly reset this all. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So the second thing it does, it then sets. There's one that I've got here. See, it actually fills this area below here with air, which then actually closes the doors. So if I were to put a door here, let me just get any kind of door. You'll see that the door, if I remove, well, actually it's the other way around, to be honest. Okay, so if I put the torches back there, this is what actually keeps the doors open. So when it's successful, it fills that with air. So it removes those two torches and it locks the doors. Okay, so that's the next thing it does. And then last but not least, okay, it sets a redstone block. Okay, in my little McGafter over here. McGafter, I haven't used that word in a while. So these blocks over here, if I activate this block, you'll see it sets a redstone block directly underneath the torch, which turns it off. So you'll see I've got a torch running over here. It's got 4 redstone dusts. So every time a door is successfully activated, it sets one of those turns off one of those redstone torches, and when all 4 of those torches are off, it then turns this redstone torch on. Okay, which then does a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, it unlocks the gate. It gives you this tell roar that says the doors are locked. It actually spawns that little the yellow ochre item that is the quest item that is needed. Oopsie. It then also plays a little particle where that quest item spawns, and it plays the random sound. So this is kind of what happens when all these doors are locked. Okay, so that's really it. I mean, there's nothing much more to it. It's a very, very basic mechanism, but it's very, very effective. So yeah, go out and use it. Very, very cool. Cool, guys. I'm gonna explain a little bit more of the rest of these mechanics as we go along. So if you guys are interested in how some of these mechanics work, yeah, I'll show you. This map is up for download. Check the description. Okay, it's going to take you to the Tate World website, and if you just scroll towards the bottom, you will see the link. Or I'm wondering, I should actually probably link directly. Actually, no, I'm going to link directly from this video. Check the description for links. Or do I do Planet Minecraft? I don't know. I'll give you a choice. We'll see. Cool, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, I will check you all later.